How is Frostlass working for you?
Everything is better than I could have hoped. I never watched it. I need
Oh,
to. I'm sorry, I need to. I'm gonna get me canceled for my anime takes. We need to escape reality.
I can't be like, oh, it's for the experience. Like, no, Steph,
Wait.
I want to win. I want to win. It's life or death.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Baton Pass, and Champions is officially out. We're here. I'm Steph, joined by my lovely co-host.
I'm V. It's full swing, everybody. Everyone's competitive now. Everyone's a competitive gamer, knows everything that they're doing about Champions. Like, they're the number one in the ladder. That's it, everybody. Everybody's number one in the ladder.
We've all done it. I can't believe it. We're champion tier. Life is good. I am so excited because I didn't really think when our last episode came out, the previews we were hyped, we were excited.
Yes.
The game actually being here is like a whole different beast. Some things are the same, some things are different, but now everyone, I was about to say chat, podcast, you're chat now. Oh my gosh, this is how we're starting things.
We're so internet pilled. Here we go.
We're here. I have been doing a lot of streaming, as you can tell, which is why my brain is like, everyone I talk to is my Twitch chat. Not
She called
true.
me chat like 5 minutes ago before we started, so...
Not like this. Wait, V, okay, let's just baton pass right off the bat. Do you ever use internet language with people who are not chronically online?
I mean, I try to be calm about it, but there are times where I feel the urge to do internet lingo and stuff. Usually I'm good though. If I'm talking to random person McGee.
Did I tell you about being chosen at the airport for a random screening, and I told the security guard, really bad RNG. And they were like, what did you just say? They looked at me like I was crazy. And then I realized, oh my God, wait, RNG is not a normal word that people say.
-7 aura.
Anyway, welcome on in, everyone. We're back. V, I'm so happy to get to talk with you about all things Pokemon. We have a fun agenda, but first we have to actually talk about Champions. And then who knows where the wind's going to take us, V? How are you enjoying Champions so far?
I am surprisingly doing pretty good. I am not in the Master Ball. Yeah, for those of you who are not playing Champions, there's like different like ranks similar to like League of Legends and Overwatch and stuff. So there's like Pokeball, then Great Ball, then Ultra Ball. And then Master Ball, and I think at the time of us recording, they just unlocked the champion tier.
Yes.
So everyone's climbing from Master Ball to the champion tier, which is hilarious. I am in Ultra Ball. I am in Ultra Ball right now. Ultra Ball 2, I think.
You're getting close.
You're getting close to
Master rank. Let's go.
I think literally the reason why I haven't done or gotten to Master Ball is because I just haven't been playing. I've been adulting. It was like tax season, like when Champions came out. So I'm not there. Like, I think now that tax season's over, I can actually lock in and stuff now. How is Frostlass working for you? Because I feel like I know you picked Frostlass. We were geeking over it last episode. So how has it been going?
Everything is better than I could have hoped. I was kind of like, not memeing, but I love ice types. I don't care how good ice types are in the meta. I like using snow teams. And the fact that Frostlass is one of the best megas in the format right now, and having a snow team is genuinely viable. I have been on Cloud 9V. I am so happy. I am rocking Frostlass with Glaceon, and then my good friend Pedons helped me by it was Pedons looking at someone named Amir's team who did really well a little while back with a snow team, and basically helped me concoct a team that is doing well. And V, I got going from Ultra to Masters, a 20 win streak. With this snow team.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's good because it's like snow. Well, now it's snow. I remember I was checking myself. Like, I think I was in Great Ball tier and I was like, oh, it's a hail team. I was like, wait, it's not hail anymore. It's snow now. It's like different. So yeah, that's how I haven't been playing in a while. So I had to like check myself. But yeah, snow is better now. Ice types are a little bit better. So that's pretty good. You can just Blizzard spam, right?
It's so cool. And there's just, it's so great. I feel like I'm finally giving Garchomp the shot that it always needed to have. Also, same with Whimsicott, because these are very staple Pokemon in the VGC universe, but I never really played them. I think back, gosh, I don't don't know. There was a lot of Garchomp in Gen 6 competitive, I think, as well. And I was just like, everyone's using Garchomp. I don't want to use Garchomp, you know, but now I get it. I'm like,
now you're like, Garchomp's good for a reason.
Yeah, there is good reasons. And like, so I've got a really good core, and like I use Rotom Wash next to Garchomp. So I'm like, I can Earthquake whenever I want.
Yes,
and if I'm not Blizzard spamming, I'm using Rock Slide, and I'm like, oh, Rock. But listen, for everyone who uses Rock Slide, I had a game before my win streak. I got flinched 3 times in a row from someone else spamming Rock Slide 3 times in a row.
Dang.
And so, you know, the RNG gives and the RNG takes away from you.
Usually when you have a couple of good games where it's like you could have lost, but like you got a burn on something, or you got a freeze on something, right? Then you're like, something bad's gonna happen to me in the next game. Something bad's gonna happen. I am not a stranger to Rock Slide, because the team that I'm using a sand team. You're using snow, and I'm using a sand team with Excadrill Tyranitar, but it's also a hybrid. So like Excadrill has Sand Rush, right? So under Sandstorm, its speed is like nothing outspeeds Excadrill. Yeah. Like, unless you're running Choice Scarf, right? A lot of people use Choice Scarf or whatever. Yeah. But Excadrill's so fast in sand. But if I can't bring Excadrill, I also have Sinistra Corviknight.
Sinistra! That's perfect!
Yeah, I love Sinistra. It's like one of my favorite Pokemon ever, and I've always wanted to use it. So this is my moment. And Sinistra runs Trick Room. So if I can't run Sand with Speedy, I can run Trick Room with Corviknight, and I have Primarina as well. Primarina is pretty slow. So, there are some moments where it's like, oh, it's just Sand and Rock Slide everything with Tyranitar and Excadrill. And then if I can't do that, I'll be like, bad matchup. Then I could just go the other route and just do Primarina, Trick Room, and just destroy everything. So it's a very good balance. I really like it. I think I'm going to keep it real. This is not my design. I think I stole the team like online.
Well, that's what I was going to I was going to ask how you decided on the team that you did. You know, if it was finding it on the internet, if it was using, some people are doing the recruiting system and they're just using those Pokemon.
Oh, yes. There are people. I've seen streamers play champions and they're going the homeless route, where you don't use Pokemon home, so they're homeless. They're just recruiting Pokemon and just climbing the ladder that way, getting to Master Ball tier homeless. And I'm like, this
calling
is just
the
so
Pokemon
stupid.
Homeless is so sad. What the heck?
It's so funny, but hey, people are climbing. Like, it's crazy how accessible the game is. Like, honestly, like, and so in terms of my team, right, I literally just found that on the internet online. It was like, I think it was the day before Champions came out, and there was someone who made a post, and they were like, this is pre-Champions, a pre-Champions team. Ooh. Like, we don't know all the Pokemon, but in terms of everything that we've seen, these are the Pokemon that you can use, and I've made a bunch of, like,
cool.
lists of teams. Take your pick. And I was just like, well, this one has Sinistra, so I'm going to pick this one.
Well, and so, Sinistra, I kind of forgot, but Sinistra has been prevalent in VGC for a good bit now, you know, since Kitakami. So that's cool. That's cool that it still has some love.
I knew she was dangerous when I did the playthrough in Kitakami, and Carmine destroyed me with. I was just like, why are you burning me and healing yourself? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And so forget it. I wanted to use it forever. Obviously, we watch a lot of regionals and internationals. So I knew Sinistra was a threat, but this is the first time I'm piloting it. And I understand. Like, you know, I'm like, and people don't respect her. That's the problem. People don't respect Sinistra. And so she could just sit there. She has strength sap. And so I can strength sap for example, like your Garchomp, but just render it useless. And I'm just like, what are you going to do to my Sinistra? I'm a grass type. Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless you're an Incineroar hikey. I think I'm worried about Incineroars and stuff, but
probably Hisuian Arcanine a little bit.
When it comes to like Incineroar, for example, I have Excadrill, right? So it's like, you know, I have the synergy. It's working so well, Steph. I literally just need to do a couple of games and then I'm in Master Ball tier easy. But I'm really starting to get it. This
makes me so happy because so previously when we talked about just going through our memories with Pokemon, the last time you had the bug for competitive battling, wasn't it Sun and Moon? You had played a little bit.
But I was like memeing stuff. I was memeing all those years ago, like 10 years ago. Like, I think my first competitive team was Auras. I've mentioned it before in a previous episode, but my first ever team was Trick Room Mega Cramerupt. And Mega Cramerupt's bad. And then in Sun and Moon, I was running Extreme Evo Boost, Baton Pass Eevee. Like, you know what I mean? And then I told you about Psychic Terrain Bruxish.
Yeah.
I was running Psychic Terrain Bruxish. Like, I was doing memes. Yeah. And this is the season. I think this is the era where I'm like, okay, no more fooling around. No more being gimmicky and weird and quirky. Let's try an actual team. And, you know, see how we can climb. And I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm doing good.
I'm so happy and proud of you. V, do you think post-Worlds, not this upcoming World.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not
Would
happening.
You enter a regional for funsies? Would you do it?
I'm scared because, okay, can I be honest? Anxiety gets at an all-time high when I'm playing. Like, there was a session where I was playing the other day, and I think I was, like, on game 12, I want to say, of just, like, and I had, like, the heart rate was up, my hands were sweaty, and I'm at home, okay? Imagine me in a regional staring in front of my opponent. I'm literally gonna, like, oh my God, I'll, like, throw up. Like, I would just be so nervous. I don't know. I think that's what I need to work on is, like, my nerves. Yeah. And then maybe, I don't know, I Steph, because I can't enter a tournament for fun. I can't be like, oh, it's for the experience. Like, no, Steph, I want to win. I want to win. It's life or death. If I lose, that's it. Like, so it's the mentality, Heike. It's the mentality.
But what if the experience is winning?
All right, wait.
What if you win by experiencing it, not by winning the battles?
Wait a minute. I mean, I could. Maybe.
Okay, so maybe before we throw you into a regional, maybe smaller question.
Sure.
Online tournaments. For me, that's what kind of broke from going from like, this is scary because even just, I agree, clicking to climb a ladder, the first time I did it in Sword and Shield, I was like, it's a real person who actually knows what they're doing and I don't know what I'm doing. And like, I was really nervous. But the more you expose yourself, exposure therapy is real. The more that you do it,
but that's why my heart rate went up, Steph. That's why my heart rate went up. That's why my hands were sweaty. I'm sitting there going pale, staring at a rain team. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But like, granted, y'all, I'm having fun, okay?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, you know, I'm having a miserable time, like, you know, panic attacks or whatever. It's just, I'm not used to this. I'm just not used to it. Like how you said, exposure therapy. I think you're right. I think it is.
There is a thrill to competitive battling that until you experience it for yourself, you don't recognize. Because I think similar to a game like chess, right? I think Pokemon and chess have a lot of similarities. And people who watch others play chess are like, that's boring, or like, I don't get it until you're there. Like, you're in a competitive match. The atmosphere of like, okay, your rank or your, you know, how you perform, like all rides on these moves you make. Like when you're in the zone, it feels really good. And, you know, it's so cool. I love, you were talking about accessibility earlier. There are people who I never would have expected to pick up champions who are playing it right now. An Uma Musume YouTuber I follow started streaming champions, and I was like, what is going on? This is awesome.
I mean, imagine me, same situation, except it's an Overwatch player, like a pro Overwatch player that's climbing the ladder in champions, and I'm just like, this guy is like well known. He's been playing, like his Flats is his name. And like he's running like Rain with like Basque Legion and stuff like that, and I'm just like, and Archaludon, and I'm just like, this is wild. Like it's hit like mainstream. I saw a poster actually, Steph. I don't know if you've seen it. I've seen champions, you know, poster in Times Square. It was in Times Square. Yeah. Like, I'm happy. Is real. This is like legit.
And this is before the mobile drop. I can only imagine once mobile comes out, there's gonna be so many people playing.
There's gonna be and honestly, the VGC people, like the professionals, they're like really tapping in. I've seen Cybertron videos showing up on my like recommended and whatever, and like he'll talk about like how to recover when you're like losing a lot, and you know this team is really good. Here's why. Here are the archetypes or whatever. Like actually explaining why things are good and why things are bad, and like certain like meta. Like I think the meta has definitely like thinned it after like a while. Like I'm seeing a lot of like Sneaslers, and I'm seeing a lot of what is it? Aerodactyl, actually. I've been seeing a lot of Aerodactyl.
Well, because Aerodactyl is one of the fastest Tailwind, not Trick Room, oh my god, Tailwind users right now of the available Pokemon.
That's
so you know what? It's kind of like how Murkrow in Scarlet and Violet became useful, not because it is the best Tailwind user, but because it is one of the only priority Tailwind users. So all of a sudden, in the pool, Murkrow got its time to shine. So yeah, I think there's still, one thing we should talk about since the game came out that I didn't know existed are these titles that you can get when you use certain Pokemon. Because I need, do you know about this?
Is it on the profile? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like, the titles, your profile title. So there is a Glaceon Professor that I am striving for. You need 100 wins on a ladder of some kind with Glaceon. And I'm like, oh my God.
To do it.
Now, I learned the hard way, V, so I've been playing, and I played at least 50 games with the Snow team, but I didn't bring Glaceon to every game, and you need to bring her.
Bring it.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Which makes it way harder to get 100 wins with Glaceon.
God.
It makes it way harder. But I think I'm at 20 something because of my streak, and I'm trying.
You're
I'm trying
so hard. Can I be honest? You're gonna be the only person in the world with this title, so like you have to do it to prove a point.
Like, I do. I gotta. Well, and that's why I feel a bit of a timer because, you're talking about the meta developing, and I still think we're in an open enough meta. Like, I don't think it's truly defined at this point. However, I think when it rolls around and they add any other Pokemon or any other items, Glaceon will slowly be so obsolete. It's going to be, this is my chance until June. I have until June to get this title, and I'm like, she's not going to be good, even though I love her to death.
Until June?
June, I think they're updating. They're updating something in June.
I thought it was May. Am I crazy?
Is it May 31st, which is practically June?
I have no idea. Can I be honest? I believe you then. If
Hopefully
it's June,
it's not May 1st, because if that's the case, I am going to be speedrunning my champion.
Well, I heard that because the season ends, like in this current season that we're talking about, ends on May 12th. And then they said that they were going through maintenance after the season.
Oh, what?
But I don't know. I could be 100% wrong. We will get back to you, everybody.
We'll check on that. All right, if anyone knows, please comment and confirm for us. Please help. Please help us know the answer. Okay, question for you. Oh, V, has anything surprised you about Champions now that the game is out?
Well, there is a Pokemon I ended up really, really liking from my team. Yeah. I never cared about Tyranitar. Can I just be honest? I never cared about Tyranitar. Like, it was just one of those, like, and if you're like an 8-year-old boy, you're like, Tyranitar's the coolest guy ever. And I'm just like, I'm like, whatever, who cares? I like Mega Tyranitar now.
Like, Mega Tyranitar.
Oh, yeah. I'm using Mega Tyranitar. So here's the meme stuff, because, what happens is that, I face a lot of rain teams, and they like to switch out Pelipper a lot. And so in case I'm on the back foot, base Tyranitar already has Sandstream, so Sandstream goes up. But it's like, oh, if Pelipper comes in, oh, darn, my Sand is gone. Psych, I Mega Evolve and then set up Sand again.
It also has Sand? Oh, yeah. Cool.
I basically win the Weather War like almost every single time. And I'm just like, oh my God, Tyranitar, you are such a goat. It's so good. And it's like Stab Crunch. Yeah. You Rock Slide everything. Flinches have been going crazy. I've been having a lot of fun with Tyranitar. And people think that Excadrill's the threat. I'm like, no, honey. Yeah. It is Tyranitar. It's crazy.
Well, and not a lot of people, at least in my battle so far, are opting to Mega Tyranitar like that. So they're probably expecting the Mega Excadrill. Though I don't remember what Excadrill's Mega's ability is.
Oh, it's like Piercing Drill. I think you can go through Protect.
Oh, it can go through Protect. That's right.
But it's like,
Yeah, okay.
I'm actually running Focus at Excadrill. Ooh. So Excadrill's guaranteed to live and attack. Yeah. And people like to fake out my Excadrill, but it's like I can either switch to Sinistra, which is a ghost type, no one cares about that, or I can switch to Incineroar, which I can also fake out back, and then Tyranitar just sitting there like, I'm just gonna Rock Slide all of you guys. Like, it's so fun. And when it Mega Evolves, super duper powerful. It's like, and then so like I'm one-shotting I'm one-shotting Charizards, Mega Charizards. I'm one-shotting Pelipper's. Like, I'm just doing the thing and ruining their day with weathers. I'm usually winning the weather war every time, which has been winning me games. So, Tyranitar is my GOAT currently. Yes! I thought Sinistra was going to be the star, but I'm like, wait a minute. So, that's something I've been really enjoying. I think... unfortunately, the meta has been shifting, right? So it's like I'm forced to use these kinds of Pokemon, right? I can't, like how I said, like I was running gimmicky teams. But because of that, I'm getting more of an appreciation of Pokemon that are powerful that I normally wouldn't care about, like how you were talking about Garchomp and stuff, right? So I'm really enjoying that. I'm excited to when new Mega Pokemon come in, because like there's some that we don't have yet, right? Like we don't have Scrafty. There's some other guys that we just don't have, and I'm just like, are they gonna be super strong? Like, you know, and are they going to define the meta and whatever? Like I remember people memeing with Hawlucha because Hawlucha gets like no guard and stuff.
Well, and also Hawlucha has entrainment, so that's currently the like scary thing going around right now.
Which is so funny. I'm just like, this is I love how Hawlucha is a gimmick. Like it's just a gimmick team and stuff. I think Tyranitar is what's really surprised me. And it's man, competitive Pokemon is more of like a guessing game. You really have to predict what your opponent's doing. You can't just be like, this is super effective, I gotta click that. Like, you have to really think of, be like, okay, what do they have in the back? What are they gonna do to me? That's gonna be a problem, and how can I counteract what they're going to do to me? And so like thinking ahead is hard. I think I've discovered. But I'm trying and I'm learning and stuff, and it's like that's why I can't enter tournament stuff. I'm scared. Like, can you imagine trying to predict under pressure?
Well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it slowly. We're gonna work on it slowly. I'm gonna somehow bring you on to an
let's
online
battle together, maybe.
Well, okay, one thing I loved doing, I think I did this with Gabby once, where like I brought Gabby on call when I was still learning, and like, you know, to kind of just like coach you through, like that helped me a lot when I was learning on stream, where someone was kind of like, here's why I would make this move. And then once you get the confidence by yourself, it's like when you're riding a bike and you have someone holding and then they let go and you're like, I can make moves too.
Oh man, I've been seeing like, and it's crazy because I've been seeing a lot of, shout out to women, but I've been seeing a lot of women like actually run up the ladder too with like really, like it doesn't even have to be niche stuff. I saw like a streamer like running like the rain team with Archaldon and whatever, but it's like the point is that they're learning, like it is so accessible. And like, let's say you have like a move set or like a stat distribution that just didn't work well. You don't have to like go to Scarlet and Violet and spend hours trying to find like the right IVs. It's like, nope, go to train and just move the bar, slide the bar over, and it's so easy to train Pokemon. I think that's why a lot of people are into it. It's just so easy to adjust, right? You don't need to breed another like Frostlass if your Frostlass isn't like, you know, the stat spread that you intended, right? It's so good. It's so good.
Question for you. Did you find the tutorials in the beginning, or have you done the tutorials? Do you find that those have been helpful? What's your perspective as a new player? Because for me, I'm kind of indifferent, like about, does this help me? Because I kind of spammed A. I was like, I know my speed priorities. I don't need to do these.
I spammed A because I think I'm more of a spectator. Like I said, I watched a lot of like regionals. So I'm just like, I think it's just like a refresher. I kind of did the tutorials to get like the VP. Can I be honest? Like I did it to get the VP. But yeah, it was just refresher. It was just like, okay, you know, terrain and whatever. We haven't dealt with terrain yet, but it's like, the terrain tutorials like pretty good. Sometimes I forget, right? Like something about sand, I think it messes with, does it mess with grass moves? I forgot. Or it gives Tyranitar some kind of stat boost or something like that in sand. Something happens with certain types of Pokemon. So it's like, there's some weather things, like sometimes I forget, what is it? Snow gives you like, I think it's a special defense boost.
It's a defense boost. Yeah. You get defense boost.
Sometimes I forget. And I'm just like, why did you live that? You're an ice type. Like, you know, so, those kinds of like little intricacies I have to remember. And then like speed tiers and stuff like that. Sometimes I just want to like rock slide something, but then I forget I got intimidated 2 times, right? It's like it's tough. So.
Can I soapbox about Whimsicott for a second? This is
girl, people hate her, but go for it.
Why do people hate Whimsicott? Well, because Whimsicott's strong, but I mean, but if you use her, so okay, but it's very interesting, okay, because I have a Whimsicott. If you use
her, you'll join the cult of Whimsicott.
No, but so it's interesting. I have Whimsicott on my team, right? I rarely bring her, and so many people go, Steph, why don't you bring Whimsicott on your team? And the reason why is because I think to effectively use a Whimsicott, and to use any Tailwind user, honestly, you need to understand speed tiers. Yes. And sometimes I don't remember. I mean, I've been playing VGC for years. I still forget. I really forget who's faster than who. I have not memorized it. And so a lot of reasons why I never use Tailwind is because by the time I know who's faster, I'm in the game already. I'm in the game and I learn from those first two turns. So I'm like, honestly, I'd rather try and win with a different set of Pokemon, knowing that I'm not the fastest, than risk my turn 1 to Tailwind if I didn't know that mattered or not. Or,
but you know, Prankster, right? Like, isn't that like, couldn't you just Tailwind Encore and just profit?
I mean... Well, yeah, it is Prankster, so it does go first, but even then... It always
goes first, unless you're going against a dark type. So
yeah, but... Oh. Hold on. Let me think about this.
Yeah.
I guess that's
I'm like, what
true.
Are you struggling with?
Well, I was struggling with, like, someone else has Tailwind, but it's not... But I guess...
But you have Prankster.
Right. So if I Tailwind first, then would my Frostlass go before an Aerodactyl? In Tailwind?
How fast is Frostlass? I don't know how fast Frostlass is.
Yeah, so that's, I guess that's true. Maybe I gotta just sit down here and do these calculations.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, in that hypothetical situation, you're staring in front of a Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl goes for Tailwind. If you Tailwind and then Aerodactyl Tailwinds, you can just... What's stopping you from Blizzarding? He can't Tailwind and Rock Slide on the same turn. He's going for Tailwind right now. So you could just boink, and now Aerodactyl's in danger. So, and then you could protect Frostlass and Moonblast.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Or
you can Encore Aerodactyl's Tailwind.
Maybe I should bring Whimsicott more.
That's why people don't like Whimsicott, because Whimsicott interrupts what the opponent's trying to do. Meanwhile, Frostlass is like, Blizzard, just does whatever.
I always get afraid of not having enough damage, because even though Whimsicott is so good, it's almost like you sacrifice a Pokemon,
Yeah, but for power. Mm-hmm.
I gotta love Whimsicott. I gotta give her the love she deserves.
I think that's why I like my team so much, because initially, I was not using Corviknight on my team. Like, I was just like, Excadrill, Tyranitar, forever, Earthquake spam. It's amazing. Incineroar in the back for Intimidate, all as well.
Yeah.
But then there was situations where I couldn't, like, I was losing because I brought Excadrill.
Right.
And so I'm like, Corviknight, what do you do? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like that made my brain click on the synergy of Corviknight and Sinistcha, and I basically bring Primarina to like every battle because water types are really strong right now. But it's like, I think utilizing all 6 members is the thing, because my wife has been having this issue too. She's running like, I don't know what she's doing. Can I be honest? Like, the team that she's running, well, she has Mega Meganium. Yeah. And she's also has Mega Delphox. So she's running dual Mega with some other guys and whatever. But it's like, in her initial team, she had Dragapult on her team. Yeah. But she wasn't sending it out. Like, if she was going to team preview, Dragapult was just not being sent out. And so after a couple of battles of me watching her, I was just like, girl, what is Dragapult doing? If Dragapult's not doing anything and not coming into the battle, you need to switch it for a Pokemon that you're going to use. Right. You can't just have Whimsicott sitting there and looking pretty, So
although I think there is something to having it to scare people, to be like, oh, Whimsicott is going to be the lead, and then that makes them influence their lead, and then I don't bring Whimsicott. So that's kind of worked, but I think that's because Whimsicott is so scary you can't ignore it, but then if I don't bring it, it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the only thing Whimsicott is scared of is like Sneasler, right? It's like Sneasler is such a problem. It just fakes out Dire Claws.
Oh yeah, anything with fake out. Yeah, I have to watch the fake out.
What's your answer to fake out?
Well, Frostlass doesn't get hit by fake out, which is always nice. So yeah. But I usually I just protect. I protect for anything fake out, turn 1. I have protect on everything, I think. Almost everything except Whimsicott.
My Sinistcha does not have fake out. Or fake out. Does not have protect, sorry. Does not have protect because it's a ghost type. Like, you're going to fake out my Sinistcha? Okay, I'm going to trick room. So... It's so good. I don't know. I love how we're yapping about this. It's so
I
fun.
know. It's a good time. It's a good time to be getting into competitive Pokemon. V, have you gotten a shiny from recruiting a Pokemon
Not
yet?
Not
Me
yet.
neither.
Yeah, it's tough. I've been seeing some really cool stuff though. Like apparently you can get apricorn balls on some of these Pokemon, which is very
I got
cool.
a few. I was wondering. Yes, because even like I think when I picked maybe my Corviknight was in a heal ball or a love ball. It was either a heal ball or a love ball. It was one of the pink ones. And I was like, whoa, why is this a thing? And I was like, I just thought it was random. And then I realized, oh, that's a really cute feature. They might just have rare Pokeballs.
Yeah,
in them,
and then some of them
awesome.
have marks on them too. So that's pretty neat as well. I have not gotten a shiny yet, but at the same time, a part of me is like, maybe I should hold off until the next season. Like, I don't want to just like spam VP to like recruit over and over again just to get a shiny, you know?
Yeah.
I want to climb the ladder too. I want to try my best. So, so far my team has been running very well. The thing that scares me the most, like truthfully, is like King Gambit. I hate King Gambit. I think like if we were to sit there, like Steph, what's your least favorite Pokemon to go up against? Like for me, it's King Gambit for sure. I see King Gambit and I'm like, oh god, because I can't bring Incineroar. Because it's Defiant.
Yeah,
but Incineroar counters King Gambit, so it's so difficult. But
right now my current way of countering is I always have to remember Sucker Punch is like usually the go-to dark move unless you're already in Trick Room, in which case that's bad. That's really bad. Which I guess if you're running Trick Room and then your opponent brings out King Gambit, that's bad news. That's very bad news.
I agree.
But otherwise my strat has been just like Will-O-Wisp, hope it hits.
Oh yeah,
hope Will-O-Wisp hits.
Oh.
Protect. Like in your case, I would probably think about strength sapping so that the Sucker Punch can fail, just so that you can like keep until it's debuffed. So in your case,
it has Defiant. That's the problem. Strength sap lowers attack. For Sinistcha to get health. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Strength sap it. Yeah,
it's tough. I do have Excadrill for like high horsepower and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just
that's scary though. Yeah,
it's scary.
You gotta be fast and hope.
Yeah, that's why I protect Tyranitar. Basically, I make sure that sand is up, because if sand is not up, not that Excadrill is useless. It's not. It's just you want Excadrill to outspeed everything. Yeah. So it's tough. So like, what is like your least favorite Pokemon that you're like when you see this you're like, oh god, you know?
Mega Floette.
Really?
My team is not. It doesn't have like a really good counter. I can win, but it's hard. It is unfortunately it is hard to win against Mega Floette on my team.
I see.
Rough.
I've only battled one. Fairy types are tough. Oh.
Yeah.
I've only battled one Mega Floette before, but like I think I got lucky that game. I think it was just I used Iron Head on Excadrill and it flinched.
Yeah.
And then it couldn't do anything, so I was just like, yeah, well.
I don't think I don't have any steel moves on any, which I could tech in. That's the thing. Depending on how things go, I could tech it on something, but I don't currently.
After you get your Glaceon title, you replace Glaceon for a steel type, and then you.
I know that's probably what has to happen, but I don't want to do it. I want her to stay on my team forever. Me, no. Look at her in the backdrop. My life-size Glaceon. She's staring at you, V.
Couldn't you use Glaceon in singles though? Wouldn't that also apply towards the title?
It could, but I don't like single battles.
Well, there's that.
I mean, I should try single. Have you climbed on singles?
I have not. I do want to though. I have the itch. I have the itch to battle.
I know nothing about single battle. That would be a whole new. I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about single battling.
Yeah, apparently Corviknight has actually been running singles because a lot of people run like intimidate users and it has mirror armor. So instead of Corviknight getting lowered attack, it's like actually reverse Uno, you get to lower attack and stuff. Yeah, so, Corviknight is a problem. Is a problem in singles world. So
that's spooky.
There's that. But I don't know what's like the top in singles. Like I've only done doubles so far, but it's been fun. Steph, I've been having a lot of fun in Champions. I will alert you all when I get to Master Ball and possibly Champion rank soon. I don't know. We'll see.
I found out Champion rank is the top 300 players. Is that what
never mind. I'm never gonna.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I thought I could hit Champion rank. Never mind. Never mind. Now it's top 300.
Did you hear about like that? There's gonna be titles. Like basically, like let's say you competed at NAIC.
Yeah.
You would literally have a title in your profile that says NAIC 2026 competitor.
Really?
And then also
that's
NAIC
awesome.
2026 champion if you win.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so good.
I know everyone was really scared when the game came out. Like everyone's like the future of combat. I think this is going to be good. I think they're going to keep working on it. I'm excited.
And now, when you think back to like the World Championships, we think about the scale of like the arena that's going to be in the finals and stuff. With all these people that are playing, we're actually going to be paying attention to the battle and like actually understand what's going on because so many people are tapped in, right? Yeah. So it's like, forget it. I feel like the electricity in that Champions Finals game for Worlds is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But wow, Steph, Champions, we're gonna keep climbing. We're gonna keep trying our best, y'all. And if you guys are playing as well, we wish you guys the best of luck. Hopefully you get to Master Ball tier very soon. But in the meantime, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. This is all I've been doing. I've been running Champions, and if I'm stressed out about Champions, I just be playing Procopia. Yeah. So that's super duper fun. But other than that stuff, we're going to baton pass over to some anime. Yes. Because we haven't talked about anime in a while, you guys, and I need to vent.
Yeah, I'm ready. V, fill me in. What have you been watching? What's going on? Tell me everything.
Spring anime is peak. People were saying initially when the spring anime lineup came up, we were like, spring anime is not that great. Whatever. Yeah. Y'all, we need to tap you guys in. You guys need to watch Hat Atelier. You need to watch Hat Atelier. We are baton passing. It is real. I have a hyperfixation. And I got stuff to watch it.
Yes, I did. You know what? I am enjoying it. And I gotta say, listen, I trust V with my heart, everyone, okay? But I've watched a lot of anime. So my bar is like really high, especially with magical girl genre. Like I'm always like,
interesting.
Is it gonna be good? I'll wait and see. I actually think that this is very creative. It is a really creative show. I'm with you. I'm with you that it's really, really great. I think that, you've had the evolution of like you're very traditional, like you're transforming because it's fun and like Sailor it's Moon. Not very lore deep. Then you got your anime like Madoka Magica, which was like the first inversion of your expectations on what a magical girl show is. And I like this one because it's also kind of dark. There is a dark undertone to this show. Just a little bit. But yeah.
In case it's not obvious, you guys, I love anime with dark tones. I love it. It's the best. Anyway, go continue.
If we were to summarize it for anyone who has not seen it, I mean, the first couple of episodes were out at the time, but I love the idea that magic is art, like drawing, and that is how you create it. But basically, there's this girl who's always wanted to be a witch, and from what her understanding is that witches you have to be born a witch or you can't be a witch. That's actually not true. Oh my gosh. And it's her journey of getting to become a witch when she never thought it would be possible and accidentally learning some dark forbidden magic along the way. Not good.
That climax of the first episode was crazy. It was crazy. I was literally like, I gasped. I was clutching like, my armrest. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. But I love the magic system stuff. The magic system is genius. It's genius. Anyone can do magic. Anyone can. Yeah. But it depends on how well, like, you practice. You have to practice. Yeah. Like, people, I saw a TikTok, and this is my venting session. Here we go.
I'm ready.
I saw a TikTok the other day where it's like there's other shows that are excellent, but like sometimes their magic systems is not proper, like explained well. Yeah. Like, for example, someone used Avatar: The Last Airbender as a good like analogy, where it's like if there are two earthbenders next to each other and they are pushing the same rock, who is stronger? You know what I mean? Right. Like there isn't really a for sure way to determine who's a stronger earthbender than the other. Versus this anime, it's like you actually practice. If you mess up that circle, the spell's not gonna come out well and stuff. So it's like I think it's genius. I think it is genius. And I like that they hide the magic from, like, because if anyone can do it, then some really, really bad things could happen. So I'm so fascinated, and I hate it stuff. A part of me is like, I should just stick to anime only. I'm an anime only watcher, but I'm also very tempted to read the manga because I want to know what's going on.
Yeah. And so especially with so much attention on the art of it, I bet the panels, you could just tell that artists made this show, you could just tell the love is from creatives, it's so awesome.
It's so genius. And it's like, honestly, I'll just keep it honest. During this time of like AI and like all this kind of crazy stuff, this anime was so needed. I was like, my hope in the world is like restored because of this anime. It's so good. And I'm so invested in like her journey, in Coco's journey to like, learn and stuff. Oh my God. Have you seen episode 3? Did you watch episode 3?
I think so. Yes, I did. Yep.
Okay. When she learned how like, when she actually like draws a sigil on the cape. And whatever on the blanket.
Yes, because I watched the test. That happened. Yeah.
So she's like flying on the broomstick.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the flashback to the mom, and then it's like the blanket is like covering her face, but then the mom like brings it over. I'm in tears. So I'm crying, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Steph, I love this show. I love this show so much.
I'm excited. I want to learn more about all the other characters too, because for me it's always like I want to get fully invested in the world, but I really agree with you that they have done a very good job with attention to detail about how exactly the magic works. If you mess up the formula of what makes up a magic spell, it'll still go off, but kind of wonky. I think that's really cool. Yes. That is so cool, that just messing it up slightly or intentionally, like you really feel like it's a real thing, which is cool.
Oh,
it's very
cool. So it's peak, I fear. Everyone should watch it. I know we vented about it already, so if you have not heard of this anime,
if you like fantasy and you want something, it's like wholesome with that like little bit of cathartic. Yeah, there's some dark undertones here. Like it's not. I mean, to me, it wasn't like tragic. Like that first episode was like, oh. But I wasn't like, but that's because unless you show me like a brutal murder scene, I'm like, everything's gonna be fine. But that's because I'm in denial.
I mean, you're the biggest fan of Fullmetal Alchemist I've ever seen. The parallels between that episode 1 and then Edward and Al's, like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And I'm just like,
Speaking of, can we baton pass to the other show that's happening now?
Let's go. Demons of the Shadow Realm, you guys.
Yes,
oh my God.
Yes. Demons of the Shadow Realm, the same creator who gave us Fullmetal Alchemist, Hiromu Arakawa's newest work, and she went darker, I find. Or she went darker than Full Metal, and I was, because I was ready for some gore, and I was like, oh. Okay, like we're going in on this first couple of episodes.
Yeah, as a Fullmetal Alchemist, like truly a super fan. Yeah. What do you think of this like new show? I'm actually really curious.
Oh my gosh! Well, first of all, I have to give Anything a Chance by this author.
Yes.
Of course, like I have to be careful. Like it's not going to be Fullmetal Alchemist, right? And that's the thing I always have to be careful with any like spiritual successor to a show is like I need to give all these new characters a chance to shine and be loved.
Right.
And
they're
like
not going to be Edward.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So like I have to be careful not to play the comparison game because when I saw the art style, I'm like, oh, we're back in the Fullmetal Alchemist universe. I was very excited, but you know, I'm not attached yet to the characters, but that's okay. That's normal. It's only been 2 episodes, but I think the world is really interesting, and I'm like, ooh, okay. It kind of is giving me almost, like, not quite Inuyasha, but like, it's like that feudal era, the feudal
era mixed with like the modern. Ooh,
yeah,
it's
like this mixture of like feudal era anime meets the modern day. So I'm like, oh, this is so fascinating. I'm curious to see what direction they're gonna go because they make a joke about, you know, when he sees a car for the first time and he's like, what's this contraption? So I don't know how
but it made me laugh because she was like, it's a bunch of horses in here, get inside. And we were like, technically that's not wrong. It's horsepower.
Yep.
So funny. I'm really enjoying it. In terms of like the demons themselves, I think that's really fascinating. I want to know more about the lore of how one becomes like the master of said demons. Like how does that work? It seems like there was a blood pact between the left and right demons. It seems to be, but I don't know. I don't know why. And like what is the relationship between the brother and sister in the beginning?
There's so much like
there's a lot of mystery.
So much, there's so much we don't know yet, and I know that we're gonna get the answers to it, but it's honestly a very different vibe than Fullmetal Alchemist off the bat. Sure. And it's cool because this author, I feel like she has done so many different, she drops Fullmetal Alchemist, then she made a series called Silver Spoon. I don't know if you know about that one. That was the next series. The complete opposite of Fullmetal Alchemist. Like, it is a cozy anime about farming. Like, it is like the most
Harvest Moon, the anime.
Yeah, it's so different. And so then I was like, okay, maybe she just wants to do something different. And, it was still like fun to watch, but it wasn't like groundbreaking.
Yeah.
This feels like the next like serious serious show, that not to say it wasn't Silver Spoon wasn't serious, but it was a very short anime that came out, very small series comparatively. And so it's cool seeing the direction being very different. And there was a part of me that wonders like if there's heavy inspiration from just like the newer direction anime is taken in terms of like the gore and the pacing. Like, it's very different than what we know from Full Metal, and I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just like, whoa, okay, we're trying something new.
Well, here's the thing. I for those of you who are listening, I made this joke to Steph before the pod, where I was like, she's going the feudal route. This is very interesting. Like, we usually don't see this in comparison to Full Metal Alchemist. And then I was like, where is then you see military planes and police coming in. We were like, there it is, the military. There it is. All right, this is the same author. Great.
Yeah.
So she kind of does like kind of the same thing, but it's like a little bit of like, it's not magic, these are demons, but it's very interesting.
I have so many questions. I have so many questions also about just like, who is the antagonist? They have made that very mysterious.
Ooh, I'm like, I'm kind of locked in. I'm kind of locked in with these two anime. It's funny because I had made this comparison. The girl with the teeth demon.
Yes,
I forgot her name. She reminds me of, have you ever watched the Pokemon Horizons anime?
Yeah.
She reminds me of that one chick with the glalie.
Oh,
she has like pink hair and she's like very loud. Like I
don't remember her name.
I forgot her name. But if you look at her, like, it's just the comparison between big teeth demon and little girl. It's the same thing. Little girl with big teeth demon and glalie. I was just like, this is the exact same thing.
Oh my gosh.
I was just like, she's familiar somehow.
Yeah.
Super good. I'm very interested. I want to know all of the things. Please answer all of my questions, anime. And don't I just hope that the pacing is good. It seems like with Hat Atelier, I feel like the pacing is super, super on point.
Yeah.
I'm unsure about the pacing of Demons of the Shadow Realm, but I'm curious to see, we'll see on episode 3. I don't even know. By the time this episode comes out, I'm sure episode 3 would be out. But yeah, I'm interested.
So good. So there's a lot, and I mean, Favoritr is still ongoing, so I've been watching Favoritr.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So with Witch Hat, just to Baton Pass back to Witch Hat really quick, like you were saying how it has like dark undertones, but with magic. I feel like Favoritr also hits that same vibe, and I also would argue Little Witch Academia, if you remember that.
Yeah, I never watched it. I need to.
What?
I'm sorry, I need to.
What? It's Studio Trigger. You gotta be kidding.
I have a problem with Studio Trigger, though. That's the thing.
No.
Look, I'm gonna get me canceled for my anime takes. I have Studio Trigger has awesome animation, like gorgeous visuals. I actually have a problem with most pacing of Studio Trigger shows. Most of them. Like, I am like, it always slightly misses. Like, when I want like the emotional beatdown, it's like it dances around it for me, and sometimes it has gone so fast, and I'm like, it's too much.
The thing with me, I mean, I will recommend Little Witch Academia. It's been over 10 years, I think, since I've watched that anime, and I still think about it. It's so good.
I should watch it.
But I will say, I think it's an anime more catered towards children.
Yeah.
I really think that it is. It's meant for a younger audience.
Yeah.
It does have dark undertones, which is why I love it so much.
Yeah.
But don't expect they're kids learning magic.
Right.
That's
right.
what it is. If you go through that expectation, I think you'll really enjoy it. Anyway, the point is that Little Witch Academia, Favoritr, and Witch Hat Atelier. Like, they all fit those kinds of, like, I don't know, it scratches a vibe itch that I just can't explain. Like, they're so similar, and I love it. I'm
just happy we're getting fantasy for the sake of fantasy and no longer just isekaiing it because people can't justify a fantasy world. I like a good isekai story, but it got to the point where why can't we just have a fantasy story? Why can't there just be magic in the world? And so I'm glad that we are starting to get fantasy again.
the smallest Baton Pass ever, but to that point, like, I feel like video games is kind of going the same way too. Like we have been seeing less and less like zombie games and more like medieval times, like kind of like magic games. I think of like that game called Crimson Desert that's like kind of like medieval times. This Fables coming out, and like, you know, those kinds of games with magic and with, you know,
we
like
need
Baldur's
to escape
Gate.
reality into the opposite.
Hey, listen, maybe that's what's trending right now. Maybe we'll see. But so in case you guys were wondering what our absolute obsessions are, and also I'm trying to push, guys, I'm trying to push Steph to watch Amazing Digital Circus. We're trying to make it happen. We're trying to make it happen.
I'm gonna do it after we record this episode. I'm gonna watch the first episode. But V, okay, is that the kind of show, Amazing Digital Circus? Should I go in not knowing anything about it, or
you should go in not knowing anything?
Okay, not know anything. Okay.
Not know anything. The only thing I would, in terms of like expectations, it is extremely quirky. Like, I'm talking about like Undertale levels of quirky. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's weird.
Did you ever watch Oshi No Ko?
I saw the first season.
Oh, good. Okay, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So here's what I'll say that's cracked me up. Okay, because you've seen the first episode. So the first episode of Oshi No Ko is like an hour, or like it's like
an hour and a half.
An hour and a half. It is like a movie for the first episode. And a friend of mine was like, Steph, don't look up anything. Just watch Oshi No Ko. And in the first 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, it's one of these anime? I was so like, oh no, here we go. There's like a certain quirkiness with some genres of anime that I'm like, okay, there's idols in it. And like, you know, I was very concerned. I'm like, the main character has, I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be into it. I'm like, okay, fine. Let me keep watching it. And the 180 that had, that like, I was like, I'm glad I stuck with it, because sometimes your first impression of like the first 20 minutes of something is like, not, you got to stick with it to the whole time. And then I loved the rest of season 1. It was awesome. I plan to eventually watch the rest when I have time. And also, Crunchyroll, please get the rest of it, because I don't have High Dive or whatever.
That is. I'm not, and I think that's what made me stop. Like, after the first season, I was just like, am I gonna pay for High Dive like forever until like Oshi No Ko's done? I'm like, not really. I kind of like don't. Not that I don't care, but it's like, that's just another subscription. We talked about subscription in the previous episode before, and it's just like, it's not ideal for me. But in terms of, what was I gonna say? You got me to, you introduced me to one web series that you were like super into, and I watched that pilot. All I'm saying is that you should watch
The Art of Murder?
I watched that. That was really good. I was into it, but you should get into Amazing Digital Circus. It's coming in theaters and stuff like that. This is a
when's my deadline? In June, right? June. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna watch it this month. We'll report back. Maybe we'll spoiler cast it on Patreon.
Ooh, that would be huge. Or we could battle on Patreon. I don't know. We'll see. I was thinking about
battling? It. Oh, we're battling. Okay, we're battling, V. Yes. How did I not think about this until just now? Yes. This is why we work together.
Yeah. Two brains. It's happening. I'm actually curious. We will in the next episode, I'm sure Steph will be fully caught up on the Amazing Digital Circus, so we might have a talk about that if you guys are into it. And I'm very curious as to see who your favorite character is going to be. I'm very curious. So, I mean, we will keep you guys updated, but, and we'll keep you updated on our Pokemon Champions journeys as well, you guys. But, I think we're going to call it there, if you want me to be honest.
I'm cool with that
episode. I had fun.
So much. Me too. Thank you all so much for the support. As always, if you are all up to anything outside of Champions and also watching anime, because honestly, that's the mood. Champions and anime is life right now.
Yep, literally. We are so obsessed. And honestly, we would like to know what you're super into. Maybe we'll talk about it in a future podcast episode. Question mark. Maybe we'll see. Shout out to everyone who supports us on Patreon. We will definitely have something spicy coming up on Patreon soon. But otherwise, I think that's it, y'all. We'll see you in the next one.